Rumors spreading round United Texas town about the shack outside the game. And you know what I'm talking about. Just let me know if you wanna go to that whole mile on the range. They got a lot of nice girls.
Hey everybody out there, welcome to Backseat Broadcast. I'm your host Eric Elkins, a little bit late for me today. I apologize for that. We are already 4 minutes into qualifying. My apologies, but luckily it's a very long lap around here because the MX-5s are, well, let's face it, slow as hell. So they can't really get up to any decent pace on these long straights as we see Kelly Greenhill coming down towards Parabolica at the moment. Nobody with any time set, although he is coming around the final corner now. We should have some folks coming across the line. Let's see where Kelly is. I bet he's going to go top. Unless he doesn't. Oh, he doesn't go top. It's Richard Spindell's goes top, and then Andrew Durkis into second place, followed by Russell McGuire. Kelly does not set a lap there as Roman Bykov goes right up to second place. Mark Gray followed by Darren Deed, Dan Fendick, and Sean Giroux at the back. Brian Lemke into second, and Brian Zinn into fifth. Here comes Brandon Bachman. Couple drivers in the lobby, podium winners last weekend, Andre Garcia and Kevin Sandiego. And I believe Brian DeVries was the other podium winner. I don't believe he's in the lobby here tonight. But currently, Richard holds on to pole position up top. Survives the first round. Looked like Roman Bykov had a little off track there. And lovely, I'm good to see that we got Andre's new picture put up there as well. If you want your picture put up there, get in touch with me on Facebook Messenger. Eric Elkins, Robbie Campbell does complete a lap there. He gets up to 7th. Mark Bray into the top 10. And timing software, doesn't know what's going on. Darren Dean, or is that Dan Fendick, setting a lap time there. Brandon Bachman into row 2 there with that last one. Still need the lap time here from Michael Bond and Peter Ransom. Looks like he's heading out of the pits now. And won't have enough time to set a lap, but we'll get a feel for it. Benjamin Syke also out on track. We were watching him earlier. No lap time set yet. Richard's last lap went a 10th faster, but that's all he's going to need to do, it looks like. Kelly Greenhoe into 2nd position there. Brandon Bachman, excuse me, is in 3rd. And Michael Bond does come across the line. He's in the top 10 there. And I remember Charles Leclerc saying at one time, pole position at Monza isn't the greatest because you got that long run down the straights. And before you know it, you could be going 4 wide for the lead into the famous first turn. Hopefully everybody keeps it together and we have a great just pack of racers out there, because this place, obviously with the long straights, be very conducive to the leapfrogging and drafting. Andrew Durkis comes across the line, unable to make it clean. Mark Bray goes a touch faster. It's not going to be good enough. Dan Fendick comes across the line. Darren Dean can't go any faster right at the end. Benjamin Syke does complete a lap. It's good enough for 13th to get him up there. Brandon Bachman isn't going to go any faster with his final outing either. Here is Kevin Sandiego and a new look. No, it wasn't a new look. It just, I think it was missing his hood there. And that's it for our qualifying session to kick us off here at Monza. Running down the race grid real quick. We got Richard Swindells on pole position. And then he's going to line up next to Kelly Greenhoe on the outside. Brandon Bachman in 3rd, followed by Brian Lemke, Roman Bykoff, Brian Zinn, Russell McGuire, Andrew Durkis, Robbie Campbell, and Mike Bond into the top 10. Then we got Russell Elizondo, Mark Bray, Benjamin Syke, Dan Fendick, Darren Dean, Kevin Sandiego is the first who was not allowed to set a lap time. Andre, Bjorn, and the rest of the guys hopefully join us. We have actually a pretty full lobby out there. Sean Giroux starting from the back for some weird reason. Checking over at the race info here. 99 degrees on track 17X. Get you a pit lane drive through. No wind to speak of out there. And just waiting for a bunch of the top drivers to come on track there. There's your pole sitter in front row. Neither of the drivers serving their pit lane starts on track at the moment or in the lobby, so they will serve them another time. You can see Andre Garcia, I believe, in the back there, really aggressively scrubbing those tires. And it's going to be all eyes on Richard Swindell's when he decides to go. The pace car is going to head in right now. And we're going to wait for the green light here, and we're ready to go. Brandon Bachman in third place, getting a terrific jump. Roman Bykov heading to the outside already. We have a little tag in the back. And everybody's fanning out as they should, coming down to the first turn. And Kelly Greenhoe outbrakes really hard and gets through. A little tap from everybody else getting through, though. No big spins and crashes, which is great to see as Kelly Greenhoe leads us around Curva de Sol for the first time. Brandon Bachman actually dropping back to fourth place there, as Roman Bykov is up to second now with a really aggressive first couple turns there for him. And as they fan out behind him, it looks like Brian Lemke up to third place. Richard Swindell's from pole position, dropping down to fifth place. A terrible first lap for him. That's not what he wanted to see at all. And someone off in the background looked like Darren Dean, perhaps, in that blue Miata. Oh, and there's somebody going way off in the background. And the draft is on here. There's hardly anything between everyone. And I really do believe what Charles Leclerc said now, as Richard Swindell's dropping down to fifth in the opening lap here. 2 by 2, we go through the Ascari chicane for the first time. Andre Garcia getting tapped there by Benjamin Syke, and that's going to let Michael Bond on through as he gets out of it. Russell Elizondo has had a crash as well. We're going to check on that in a minute. And Kelly Greenhoe going around Parabolica for the first racing lap. Kevin Sandiego up 9 positions on the opening lap. Door to door with Brandon Bachman, who did not have a good start at all. He jumped right up to third place, but now he's down 4. And make that 5 as Kevin's going to outbrake him on the inside there. Andre Garcia door to door with Michael Bond. And they've got Andrew Durkis in the red car just ahead of them. Having to give it up. Oh, and Michael Bond has had an accident in the first chicane. Kelly Greenhoe leading the race. He's got Roman Bykov for very close company. Brian Lemke, as we saw, got into third here. Russell McGuire having a great start from 7th on the grid. And everybody sort of has little packs to race in, which is just great. And the draft is just so powerful here. On board with Darren Dean into the Variante Segunda. Oh, goodness, it got door to door with somebody there, and it did not come off well for him at all. And then he's going to have to go to the pits after that. Russell McGuire here coming down to Ascari. Oh, just taking too much of that first curb, and the sausage curbs caught him out. They were pretty brutal. Coming to complete the second race lap here. Roman is right on Kelly's bumper. Let's go on board with Roman, as he's going to be super aggressive into the Variante Prima, or whatever it is. It just means first and second chicane, but he gets out of it actually. A little bit more hectic in the midfield of the top 10. Kevin Sandiego getting past this entire pack. He's up to 4th at the front of this little group. Brian Lemke is that 3rd place black car way off in the distance. Or he's not so way off in the distance now. Brian Zinn making Richard Swindell's life more miserable there. Robbie Campbell starting to get interested. Really close racing there. Robbie Campbell's going to get by Russell McGuire ahead here. With that very conservative approach coming down to Ascari with Roman. Who gets right back on the power, gets a much better exit out of Ascari. Let's see if he can make something happen before Parabolica. And he's just going to help him bump draft away. Here's Kevin Sandiego just getting by Brian Lemke. He's already back up into the podium spots. Benjamin Seiking interested in Brandon Bachman and making his night even worse. Brandon unfortunately losing 8 positions so far. Benjamin's about to make it 9 if he can get past. And here comes Robbie Campbell to the inside. Oh, and Andrew Durkis a little late on the brakes there or something like that. We'll check it out on his onboard here. Wow, he comes from a long way back, and yeah, just got something all wrong there. Now facing the wrong direction as well. That was very bizarre. Maybe one of those things where, I don't know, something cut out or screen went blank. Roman seems kind of content to just continue to push Kelly down the straight. Maybe he's just thinking he's got to stay away from Kevin Sandiego, who takes such track liberties around here. Not scared of the curves at all, and just sends them. Well, maybe Roman is thinking that he's just got to get away from Kevin. Oh, goodness gracious. And, oh, we have our big accident out on the straight, and Robbie Campbell. Oh, sorry, that was Brandon Bachman there. Oh, God, was that, That was Robbie Campbell next to Brian Zinn. Robbie Campbell got away. Oh, and then it looked like Andre Garcia was one of the cars involved there, as he gets totally wrecked. It's not the longest tow back to the straights. Ty Johnson outbraking Mark Bray there. So that sent Brandon Bachman, Andre Garcia, and Brian Zinn taking the tow. That was awfully strange. I don't know if Robbie felt like he was being squeezed on that side or why contact was necessary or if they were changing something. And despite these guys bump drafting each other, here's Kevin, who's made up 7/10 over the last lap. We're only on lap 5. It's felt like an eternity, but it's only the fifth time they've gone through Ascari, you know. Long laps here. Richard Swindell comes out of that one cleanly. Robbie Campbell now behind him. Yeah, Brandon Bachman's night just got a lot worse. And a second and a half behind now. There goes Roman Bykov. He's decided to take this as his moment to grab the lead, as Kevin Sandiego has inevitably ridden up on the back of these guys and has the speed to overtake them. you can see just how much more curbing Kevin is willing to use than other drivers. I think he's being a little bit more conservative at the moment. Look after those tires, knowing we're only 16 minutes in. But there, just at the end of the straight, you can see just they seem to have so much more speed and horsepower out of nowhere. Yeah, we'll watch that one again. Something about the, or maybe it was just Kelly getting out of the throttle bit earlier, but very late on the brakes indeed. Kelly has managed to get by Roman, dropping back to third place there. And now Kevin Sandiego is trying to make the move to the inside of Lesmo 1. Kelly's going to go very wide there. I thought he was going to force Kevin into the awkward line, and here comes Roman Bykov back for the lead. And somehow Kevin is able to hang on. Kevin just bombing away on the brakes, really able to set himself apart. Never really seems to lock him up. I know these ones do have ABS, but always seems to be completely under control. And Roman's just gonna get it back there. Kelly's trying to get interested. Frank Sims missing the second chicane there. He's going to lose one to Mark Bray. Ty Johnson having an awesome race, up 10 positions already. He's about to make it another one with Mike Bond just ahead of him. And 3 wide into the first chicane. And Kevin Reed takes the lead. Kelly gets turtled on top of a curb. He's going to fall back a little bit, but no worries, as these two are surely going to force each other into terrible lines. That might have been a little excessive on the weaving, even for Roman Bykov's standards of aggressive. Because at a certain point, you've got to pick a side, and if you're coming back and forth, and even if there are bumpers there and you come across and hit them, it's not going to be pretty. I dare say. Sean Giroux is in the old class. Richard starting to find some of that pace he showed in qualifying. Moving back up to 4th. And even Robbie Campbell's going to ride through on the inside. So we got just under 10 to go here in our first race at Monza. It's a fierce battle for the lead between these three, but it's really just been between these two for the last 5 or so laps. Oh, and Roman getting very loose on the exit. Amongst themselves. Hopefully Kevin isn't able to run away with it at the moment. Kelly's the one that has the slipstream, but it doesn't seem to be helping him a great deal. Now he seems to be closing up a little bit, and now even putting Kevin under some pressure. He's going to stay in third. Debatably has the best exit out of the first chicane. Roman is fully off track to try to come alongside with Kevin, and he's stuck it out. He's now got his nose ahead in the Curva de Sol. He has a little tap door to door with Kevin. Kelly is still bringing up the rear here. Just about staying on track, everybody there. What an absolutely killer battle. This is becoming just about 7 race minutes left. Robbie Campbell now leading this battle. The Richard Smindells sitting in 5th. Ty Johnson still not made his move. Kelly braking very, very early there, getting out of it. Oh, everybody almost parks it. Roman, oh no! Roman has cut the chicane, got so loose on the exit, and everybody carries on, and now Kelly is in the lead. What is going on here? We're gonna have to watch that one again. As Roman turned in, got a little tap, skidded out. Kevin pretty much stopped. Roman swings it back across, gathers it together, but Kevin has to get out of the throttle to avoid him. And there goes Kelly. I thought that was going to break up the pack of the top 3, but amazingly, they've all kept together. They're 8/10 separating those 3 cars. Now Roman bike off at the rear. Less than 5 on the board. And Kelly just can't believe it. He's got a little bit of space down there, and these 2 are fighting behind him. He just had to be patient back there. As I said, he was braking super, super early. And he sure was fast out of there. I might actually get to meet Kelly and Mike Bond, who's in the black car on the left there, leading this pack. He'll be riding what are they? Minis from the 60s, I think, down at Laguna Seca. Looks like Mike Bond's heading straight on there. He's going to take the penalty. He's even going to jump Brian Lemke in the process. And then maybe he just bleed it off here around the Curva de Sol. Wonder if that's going to pay off for him at all. I wonder when he's gonna. Now he's gonna let Brian through and bleed off some of this time. Kelly Greenhoe has been passed for the lead by Kevin Sandiego. Mike Bond still having to bleed off that time as Ty Johnson and Benjamin Sykes just run away from him. And coming around Parabolica, we have a minute and a half left to race. This will be our final race lap out here, with the podium sitters about half a second between them at the moment. Coming down the straight, doesn't look like anybody's close enough to have a move. And Richard Swindells now leads these two. Down towards Ascari for the final time. I don't know if Roman's gonna have it. Maybe Kelly's gonna have it. If he can get a good, oh no, he's been tagged by Roman right at the death. Oh no. Let's watch what happened there. Oh, as Roman tried to get out of the throttle, poor Kelly Greenhoe has been destroyed, and he drops back to 18th position right at the end. Robbie Campbell trying to make a move. But it looks like it's not going to quite come off for him around Parabolica. He's going to finish in 5th position. Actually, he's going to finish in 4th because they both just gained one from poor old Kelly Greenhill. I don't blame him. He's already out of here. That would be so frustrating to run such a great race from the front row. Benjamin Syke finishing above Ty Johnson there. Andrew Durkis trying to get ahead of Mark Bray right at the death. We have a three-way battle coming into Ascari now. Here's Andre Garcia trying to claw his way back through the field after this big accident with Brandon Bachman and Brian Zinn. He's gotten by Brandon, who got super loose on the exit of Ascari. He's got one more ahead of him, is Russell Elizondo. He wants to make this one up before the end of the race. And he's just about done it. Russell's gonna pull to the inside. Let's see what he can't do. Russell goes so deep into the corner, and Andre's gonna do the over-under easily there and get away with it. Sticking his tongue out the whole way out the window. Big drive there from Kevin Sandiego. Big bummer from Roman Bykov and Kelly Greenhoe. Let us run down those race results real quick. Once Mr. Giroux finishes this lap, we will have the official results up there. Checking out the point standings before. Andre Garcia was leading him. Robbie Campbell, who finished in 4th position there. 2nd place in Brandon Bachman, who we saw finishing in 15th. Let's run down those results. It was Kevin Sandiego with the win from the back of the grid. Congratulations with that drive. Got to be proud of that one. Roman Bykov in 2nd position. Richard Swindells somehow made it into the podiums. Robbie Campbell finished in 4th. Brian Lemke was followed by Benjamin Syke, Ty Johnson, Bjorn Benches, Russell McGuire, Mark Bray, Kelly Greenhoe, unfortunately, Dan Fendick, Andre Garcia, Russell Elizondo, Brandon Bachman, Brian Zinn, Sean Giroux, Andrew Durkis, Mike Bond, and I think Frank Sims was the final driver there. Let's get those updated point standings. Richard Swindells, in fact, does move up into the top 3 with that amazing last lap top 3 finish. And Roman Bykov also moving into the top 10 with that drive there. Andre Garcia retains top spot, followed by Robbie Campbell. It's about 19 points between them. And then at least about 58 there back